this isn't about focusing on the evil that was here on the square that day. It's about putting a positive spin on it, hope, courage. And we talk about courage, you're talking about the men and women who are trained to serve and protect.
And they did so much that day. As you can imagine, it is hard for them to kind of relive that and go back and talk about it. Two were willing. One, a Cincinnati police officer, the other, a Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy.
I was walking out and I thought I heard active shooter, so I kind of like grab it and dip my head to it as I'm turning it up, and then it came out, it said there was an active shooter.
Deputy James York, assigned to the Hamilton County Courts Division, jumps into action.
So I immediately ran to my cruiser and got in my cruiser, pulled off, and hit my lights and sirens.
Cincinnati police officer Al Staples, also on routine patrol near Fountain Square, hears the dispatch.
I wouldn't think that somebody was going into an office building just to fire a shot. So I thought maybe a robbery. So I was thinking coming in from 5th Street would be, I would see somebody running across maybe with cash or something like that.
Officer Staples runs towards the bank lobby and sees a woman on the ground.
She looks at me eye to eye and says, "Hey, you have to help me. I'm married and I have 2 kids and I want to be a mommy again." Mine was stay down.
That woman is Whitney Austin, an executive at Fifth Third, a wife and a mother. On the other side of the building, Deputy York tracks the gunman.
As he came across this way, I brought my M16 up and I got my bead on him, but I didn't shoot because right on the opposite side of him by the windows were the Cincinnati officers.
Cincinnati police officers fire, shooting through the glass, the bullets hitting and killing the gunman. Law enforcement rushes into the horrific scene.
Checking that victim. Yeah.
3 people die. Bullets hit 2 others. A wounded Brian Sarvers dove to an exit door to safety. Whitney Austin, who suffered 12 gunshot wounds, lives thanks to the quick response from police.
Another officer, Darren Hoderline, helped me pick her up out of the bed of glass. And then he actually took my spot and I helped Whitney over to a marble flagpole. While another officer was with me, Sergeant Kara Grace, she was putting on the tourniquet. As people were still trying to approach, we still had to keep people back. So stopping the bleed could have helped save her life.
Yellow crime scene tape wraps around the heart of our city, Fountain Square.
You can just see something or hear something and it'll continue to play in your mind.
30 years is a long time to be a police officer. Was that the hardest day on the job?
Yes, that was the one that would be remembered for the rest of my life.
I'm not a hero. I know 5 officers from Cincinnati that are heroes. I just did my job. They just did their job.
Both talked about the training and how important that was to respond in that moment on that day. 4 minutes, 23 seconds from start to finish is how long that entire span took. And I asked them too, what was the difference between training and real life? And they said in real life it's so much quicker and louder.
Right. Well, and the fact that training kicks in at all,
yeah,
it just blows me away because it's such a high energy situation and there's so much at stake and so much left unknown. For them to be able to go in there and effectively do what they do is just amazing.
All that training just kicked in instinct.
And the emotion. You can tell that's something that'll never leave them. All right.